What is going on, beautiful people? It is your girl Marquita with Team TRM coming at you with another video. And today we're going to talk about how to get affiliate income. I'm going to go into the truth. And the truth is you're going to fail if you do not focus on this one thing. In fact, there is no way that you can gain any type of affiliate income for those that are interested without providing or focusing on this. So we're going to go into that. And before I jump in, I do have to give a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm not qualified to give you any financial advice. Please be sure to seek financial guidance if need be by a professional. This video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Crypto trading, and any form of investing carries inherent risk, including potential full loss of funds. There are no guarantees or insurances against the aforementioned potential loss. I'm also an affiliate and may receive some form of compensation if you decide to use the links below this video and or any subsequent videos or pages visited for getting started. This is of course at no additional cost to you. You do not have to use any of my links to get started, and you may decide to look elsewhere, or you can go directly to the websites themselves. You can find this full disclaimer listed in the description box below. So in the last 6 months, I've earned some affiliate commissions speaking about a company called StableSwap without really putting much focus effort into doing so. I mentioned in one of the videos that I was going to be focusing on what I call phase 2 of my journey inside of StableSwap. And during that phase, I intended to share the process that I was going through in order to potentially gain new referrals. Even though I'm not focusing on gaining more referrals in that opportunity, the doors actually may be closing soon. I still want to share some principles that may help someone. While I may mention StableSwap and some examples, this principle can actually be applied to any opportunity. I wanted to share the practical steps of what I was doing, but I do realize that there is some preliminary work and understanding that should be done as well. And what I mean by that is there is a step that must be done in order for anything else in that process of getting affiliate commissions to work. The first understanding is that money flows where attention goes. So how do we actually get this attention? There are two primary ways that many use to gain attention. The first way is free, but it's going to require time and effort. The second way is paid and requires money and experience. In both ways, however, you will have to create what is called content or outsource that content by having someone else create it for you. Before you run away, I do want to define what I consider content. And for me, content is specifically defined as information formatted in a digestible way for an audience with the intent of providing education, entertainment, and or review. This means that content could literally be anything. It can be an article, it can be a long video, a short video, a tweet, a flyer, an infographic, a phone message, a written ad, etc. In fact, you are already creating content in your day-to-day lives. Think about that text message that you sent to a friend or a family member, the email that you had to send at work today, that conversation that you may have had with your spouse this morning. All we're doing is redirecting that content that we're creating and pushing it towards a new audience. The next thing we need to do is decide who we'd like to create content for. Having a specific audience avatar in mind helps us to tailor our content better. Is your target audience mostly male? Are they mostly female? Are you talking to both? Are they working a 9-to-5 job? Are they parents? Are they single? Are they childless, etc.? If you have no idea who your target audience is, just think about yourself. Write aspects down of your own personal lifestyle. You will be your target audience until you get more data about who is consuming your content. The next thing we want to do is decide what type of content that we'd like to post. There is no way around this part. You simply have to decide what is best suitable for your personality type or your style. Even if you pay someone to do your content for you, you'll have to understand the overall vision for the content piece and what you'd like to see and hear. Otherwise, the person that's creating that content for you likely won't be able to create anything good, and that means that it won't resonate with your target audience, which means that it would have been a complete waste of your resources, and I'm talking both time and money. If you don't have the necessary funds, you'll have to create each piece of content for yourself. This doesn't have to be perfect, and when you first start, I can guarantee you that nothing you create will be. It likely will never be perfect or what some people call perfect. But as you continue, you'll get better and you'll find what works best for you. So what type of content should you create? The first aspect of this is finding out where your audience actually hangs out. Are they watching YouTube videos? Are they reading blog posts? Are they hanging out on Facebook? Are they even online at all? Again, you don't have to know your audience at this point. You can just think about yourself. It's likely that you are a consumer of the product or service that you're affiliated with. So where do you spend most of your time? What searches are you doing during the day, and where are you completing those searches? Taking time to think about this will actually help you start to decide not only what content to create, but where to actually begin creating that content. For example, I'm going to talk about Stable Swap. There are so many of our target audience members on YouTube. A few ways that I've discovered that this audience is on YouTube is just by simply doing a search for our general niches in the YouTube search bar. So when I type in make money online, the first result here was a video by Wisdom Speaks. The title is Easiest Way to Make Money Online for Beginners in 2024. He uploaded this 2 months ago, 680,000 views. If I niche down a little bit further and I search for crypto passive income, one of the videos there was by Money ZG, Crypto Staking Passive Income Complete Beginner's Guide 2024, 5 days ago, 10,000 views. Even if we niche all the way down to Stable Swap, we can see that we still have people looking for information. So these were what popped up in the search bar here. Stable Swap, Why Bother by Lee Kryptonian, 397 views 2 weeks ago. Stable Swap Talk About, 278 views 1 month ago by Blue Chip Drip. So let's look at some content examples in the Stable Swap community to gain some clarity on the type of videos that they are creating. So we'll first start with my own channel, The Residual Master. I'll break down a few of my video titles and the styles that I'm thinking of when I create these videos. So here are a few titles. So we have Stable Swap Road to 100,000 episode 5. Stable Swap is $100,000 too unrealistic. Stable Swap full back office tutorial and FAQs. Stable Swap regulated or not, my due diligence. Stable Swap business model exposed. How do they actually make money? So let's go deeper into each of these videos. I'm just going to give a little snippet of what I'm thinking about when I create these. So the first title is Stable Swap Road to $100,000, and you can see this is episode 5. So I like to call these videos my personal journey or update videos. This is a series style video. It allows people to follow exactly what I'm doing in the opportunity, because I believe that if I can do it, someone else can as well. So it allows people to understand that there's nothing special about me. I started right from the bottom as well, and I'm growing as much as I possibly can. And so anyone can do it if I can do it, which is why I like uploading these types of videos. Style 2, Stable Swap is $100,000 too unrealistic. And as you can see from the thumbnail, I have liar there. I have a man screaming. The question underneath that is it really possible? So I'm on a road to $100,000 in the Stable Swap opportunity. Some people may not believe that I can get there. Some people do. Controversy is one thing that you will see a lot of people use in their content pieces. I mean, think about anything. We're talking political, we're talking even Stable Swap. If you look at Stable Swap, there are individuals out there creating negative pieces of content, and there's motivation behind doing that. Either they are selling something else or they're getting ad revenue for the attention that we're talking about. When we're looking at controversy, these type of things spark emotion in people. So you have people who may comment because you're attacking their belief system. If we're talking about Stable Swap, again, negativity is happening. People will do things intentionally just to spark negativity because it gets them engagement. And the more engagement you have, the more views you have, the more that platform believes that that content is valuable because it's keeping people on the platform, right? So you'll have people say things that are completely untrue because they know that someone who believes in that opportunity is going to comment, or someone who agrees with the video is going to comment and say, hey, I always knew this was the case, right? And so everything is sparking emotion. I always kind of giggle because it's ingenious, right? If your belief system is attacked, if you wholeheartedly believe in something and someone's going against that grain, against that belief, you're more inclined to comment. And unfortunately, in the world we live in today, drama is loved, negativity is loved. So I tend to sprinkle these type of videos into my content, whether it's a more negative based its title or if it's something that just looks like it's negative, because people are either looking to validate their emotions or their belief, or they're looking to go ahead and go against what someone else believes, right? And I also answer a question here that's very valid. Someone asked, do you think it's really possible to hit 100,000? And that more leads into my style 1 as well, which I am documenting the journey on whether or not I am getting there. Style 3 is stable swap, regulated or not, my due diligence. This is personal due diligence. So with anything online, there are always going to be questions asked that maybe have not been answered. So I wanted to put together a video that covered some due diligence, because people don't like to do their own research sometimes and they want someone to do it for them. So this video, I like to consider it helpful content. It goes into some due diligence that I did. It also answers some questions that people may have as well. So that's style 3. And style 4 is more simplistic. This is tutorial. So this can be helpful for people who are already in an opportunity or already participating in something and they want some information on how to do things. Maybe they're not, familiar with it. It also allows people who are on the outside looking in to see how easy an opportunity is to navigate, because nobody wants to get started with something that is ultra complicated, that's going to take a degree in order to figure out. So tutorials are very helpful as well. So when I'm looking at my videos are very simple visually. I do mostly all long form videos, which means that they're typically longer than 5 or so minutes. They're recorded on Google Slides and have an overall educational approach to them. They are done using a PC and they are faceless, meaning I don't have to show my face in order to disseminate the information that I have. But there are many ways to create. So I want to take a look at someone else as well. So this person is a Stable Swap member. He is also my team member. His name is Jorge Vasal. So we're going to look at a couple of his titles as well. So here are 4 videos. This one here is Don't Miss Your Chance at 15% monthly ROI, Stable Swap 3-day. I'm assuming that says promotion. He also has a short here that says Earn passive income every day with Stable Swap. Stable Swap makes it harder to join. Here's why I think it's a good thing. Stable Swap update for May 4th, major platform changes explained, and Stable Swap private membership club, new Telegram group. Jorge actually gives updates on the opportunities that he is in. He also gives snippets in each video explaining what the opportunity is, how to get started, and his personal status. Jorge's videos are primarily recorded on a cell phone, which I do like because it shows that you don't actually need a PC in order to create content. His channel is also primarily faceless. While Jorge has many long form videos, he also breaks his videos down into YouTube shorts as well. This sets him apart from those who don't like to or just don't have the time to watch long form content. He is one of the few people that are dominating the Stable Swap YouTube short feed because not many people are creating shorts. This style of content has worked well for Jorge, not only in Stable Swap, but also in anything else that he shares as well. The next person I wanted to cover is a member in Stable Swap called Blue Chip Drip. Try saying that super fast. And Blue Chip has a couple of titles here. So we have Stable Swap 50% milestone, Team Will Spin 8-bit. So congratulations on hitting your 50% milestone. I also know he's on a road to 100,000 as well. The next is Stable Swap promo. Then we have Stable Swap. Is it suitable for you? Are you suitable for Stable Swap? And then the last title I pulled up here is Stable Swap securing its sustainability with a quality change. Now, Blue Chip shows his face and focuses on updates, giveaways, and his personal story. He has a mixture of education and entertainment in his videos for his style. Blue Chip's approach is one that many people can relate to. While he has done many long-form videos, he also has some shorter form content on his channel as well. These channels that we've gone through, they all have some similarity in them, but you can be widely different in your approach, like this next person that I do want to cover. So this is also a Stable Swap member called User Nemo, and here is his channel. Here are a couple of his titles. So we have Gandalf's Wisdom for Crypto Investor, Stable Swap Insights. We have Ruby Rod's Crypto Crash Course, The Fifth Element Stable Swap. Fifth Element is one of my favorite movies, so I enjoyed seeing that. The next one we have Don't Be a Loser Like this person. I'm not even sure if I can say that on a monetized channel, but he also has Stable Swap, A New Hope for Financial Freedom. So you'll notice that his videos are very, very short. short. His channel, User Nemo's channel, is very unique. He does have all short form videos, but he uses artificial intelligence to create them. That means he's using a skill set he has, and he produces entertaining content that is both faceless and voiceless, meaning he is not using his own face or his own voice. This shows that anyone can produce video content if they want, by learning a skill set and taking the time to implement that skill. But you don't just have to make videos. I want to be clear about that. There are so many people crushing it with other forms of mediums. While YouTube is one place that our target audience hangs out and does their searches, they also may hang out on Google or even other blogs. This is where you can produce SEO articles or search engine optimization articles regarding your journey. This is extremely helpful if you simply don't want to create videos at this time. So let's check out a few examples of this. A search on Google for StableSwap shows articles written, tweets, Facebook posts and groups, etc. So when I did a search for StableSwap, the first thing that came up for StableSwap was a Facebook group that has over 2.3 thousand followers. The next was a Medium article that came up by Zebra3, and you can see StableSwap passive income with stable coins. So these are searchable terms. Let's dive a little bit further into Zebra3's Medium channel. We have what drives StableSwap here. April 4th, 100 hand claps. StableSwap, the dynamics of remittance in the Philippines. Again, another 100 hand claps. And I know that they have a third article as well that had about 127 hand claps. So this is getting views and it's searchable. So when a person types in StableSwap, Zebra3, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is coming up. And they don't necessarily have a lot of followers. They're getting a lot more engagement than followers. Zebra3's articles are very in-depth, but again, there are many ways to create even written content. Do you think that you can begin to write shorter content first? Then I think that Twitter or X may be a great start for you. So here is something that I found on Twitter regarding StableSwap. It's from a member called Drip Millions, and look at the actual post that was made. Do you think that you'll be able to replicate something similar like this? And this is getting views. It got 345 views, 16 likes, 1 retweet, and 2 comments. So this is something that I feel that anyone can replicate and put the time in to do, even if you don't want to make videos. But I'm still not sure what to post. Everything has already been said. You may be thinking this or something similar to it. You don't have to be super creative. There are some who come up with new content ideas because they are naturally creative people, but there are some people who are not naturally creative. And when you first start, you can steal like an artist, which was something that was termed by Austin Kleon. Now, when I say steal like an artist, I do not mean to plagiarize or rip someone's work off. What I do mean is to take what was created before you, you study it, you transform it, you credit it, and you make it your own by adding your own unique voice and perspective to it. And believe me, that makes it an original piece of content. Many times it's not about what you actually create, but the fact that you're simply creating. There's an old adage that says that there's nothing new under the sun. The truth is there is only one you. Only you can bring your life perspective and your specific skills to an audience. You have unique interests, you have unique skill sets and beliefs that were fostered through your experiences, and not one person is exactly like you. So bring who you are into your content. Maybe you speak more than one language like Blue Chip or Connie has or Sergio. Maybe you're new to crypto and are sharing your journey from the beginning like Lil Crypto from New Zealand. Or maybe you've been around this passive income niche for a bit and learned some hard lessons like Jorge, Jim, or myself that you can actually share with an audience. People will always watch multiple videos on the same topic for this very reason. So let me show you some more examples. I did a search for 1 versus 100 in YouTube and found hundreds of videos with the same premise. Here's an example. So the first one is from a very popular YouTuber by the name of Mr. Beast. It's 1 versus 1 million hotel room. It has over 349 million views. But guess what? 5 months ago, someone else by the name of Brent Rivera did the same video. And even though it's the same, it also got 9.4 million views. And there are literally dozens and dozens of videos with the same exact premise. While they're basically all copies of each other, each were still getting thousands, if not millions of views. I did another quick search for a simple term, BTC, on YouTube and filtered the results by today to niche down just a little bit further. Here are those results: 30,000 views, 6.6 thousand views, 20,000 views. The videos are essentially the same. It covers the same exact topic, which is Bitcoin going up in price, but each of them still has thousands of views even within hours of each other. Even if I become a lot more niche by searching for Stable Swap, we can see similar videos. Stable Swap with no more users, good or bad, by Bigwig's Crypto Chat. Stable Swap going private, where do we go from here? 3 weeks ago by Blue Chip. So 108 views, 194 views, and there were even more people making similar videos about Stable Swap going private. They're all getting views. People will always be searching for someone who they resonate with. They will always look for something to watch, whether it be for entertainment, education, or otherwise. You even have people who just watch so they can troll. That's entertainment for them. Or they can talk about you privately. Whatever it is, they will always be looking for something to watch. And this is where the attention comes from. So start with what's working for others and then expand from there. Now that we know who our audience is, the content that we want to create for that audience, and where we're going to create the content, how do we actually start to get views on that content that we're creating? I want to first start by saying, while getting eyeballs on our content is definitely important, it's also important to understand the amount of views that you get is not always correlated to the success that you have. You could have a relatively small audience and earn more than someone with a huge audience. And that's because the small audience that consumes your content are your true target audience. You focus on solving and helping them with your content pieces, and thus you see the return for that help. Don't put all of your focus on being as big as you possibly can. Focus on being as helpful as you actually can. Do the tasks that will help without huge expectations of growth. What I find that is usually the growth happens organically the more valuable your content is. Each content piece should have a reason for being created. What is the intended outcome that you're striving for with your content piece? Are you looking to educate? Are you looking to sell? Are you looking to entertain? Or are you actually looking for the growth? Be sure to keep that in mind before you start seeking views. If we want to start getting views on our content pieces, there are definitely a few things that we can do. So I like to call this portion anchoring our content. And when I say anchor, I just mean provide with a firm basis or foundation. We anchor our content by doing smaller tasks that lead back to our primary content piece. So here is a infographic. I love doing little infographics. So we have our main content piece or pieces in the center here. And we also have community, other smaller pieces of content, even free ads and SEO attached to that main content piece. You create your content piece, then you share that content or your viewpoints in a community with shared interests. That could be Reddit, Twitter or X, Telegram, Pinterest, YouTube comments, etc. Then you take your content and you duplicate it across different mediums where your target audience may hang. That could be turning a long form video into a YouTube short, a carousel tweet, a community post, an article, etc. Ensure that your titles, your descriptions, your viewpoints have searchable keywords within them without disrupting the content's helpfulness. And you can find tools that do this all over the internet. Try to keep the same overall theme to your content. It's even better if you can create a flywheel of content that all relate in some way to another. As more people view your content, interact with your content, you're going to start to begin to see a snowball effect. The platform that you choose to use, they use algorithms, so they see people interacting and always coming back to your content. They will begin to push your content in search, and then new people will begin to watch, listen, or read. You'll attract your genuine audience, and the process continues over and over and over again. So I want to make sure that you understand that consistency and persistency is very important. In the beginning, it's going to seem that nothing you're doing is actually working. However, the more consistently you post your content, the more you persist in following the basic process that I just went over, the more you will learn and become able to adjust. You will begin to notice what people call success. Remember that everyone was once a beginner at anything new to them. We all start at the beginning. As you learn and grow, you can then begin to add new processes to what you're doing. So let's talk about selling, because of course this was about gaining affiliate income. I do want to talk about selling because it seems that selling is a dirty word today. Becoming an affiliate is dirty, especially when we're talking about the passive income niche. But I do want to remember that you're selling every day anyway. You're either selling for yourself, you're selling your ideas, or you're selling for someone else, a different company. Remember that what we're doing is not necessarily just trying to get people through the door for the sake of doing it. We are focusing on providing value. We're either going to have people that are interested in what we're doing or interested in what we're talking about, or we're going to have people who aren't. Both are actually fine. If we are creating content pieces in order to potentially sell, you need to always have a call to action. People won't click on your link if it's hard to find or if you don't tell them exactly what to do. Here are two ways to get people to your offer. You can do what's called a direct linking, which is simply putting a link to the affiliate website in all of your posts. You can use this if your audience is now used to seeing your content and you've been educating on the subject of the affiliate offer for some time. This means that your audience has already warmed to the potential of the affiliate offer being a solution. If your audience is new to you or to the offer, we consider this cold or cold traffic. This means that you'll have to take them through a process of getting to know you or your offer through your pieces of content. Because of this, instead of direct linking, people use a more advanced process called a funnel. This collects a person's information and then nurtures that person with valuable content until a sale occurs. Here is an overview of the blueprint that people typically use. So for this side here, we see that we have our content pieces. Again, that can be anything. We can talk articles, videos, tweets, Facebook posts, etc. And then we have the actual medium where that content is posted. So YouTube, Medium, TikTok, Instagram, GetResponse. And from there, you decide where you want to send your audience. Are you sending them directly to the website, meaning you're directly linking? So all of your content just has a link to the website in your bio or in the actual post that you're doing. Or maybe you're deciding to take them to what's called an opt-in page where you're collecting your email. And then from that opt-in, you then send them to the offer that you're promoting. And you also send them emails that may lead back to the offer or back to your social media posts. So there are a number of ways that you can go into this. I know this looks like a spider web, but I promise you it's not that complicated once you begin the process of getting started. So in all of this, I want you to see that there is nothing more important than creating content. In fact, I would argue that you can't do anything without creating some form of content in order to be successful. It should be your primary focus, since there is nothing in affiliate marketing that will begin to move the needle towards success. If you look around, you will actually see that everyone you know who has some form of success online is focusing on content in some form or fashion. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content, and be sure to check out this next video before you go. But again, my name is Marquita, and as I always say, I'll see you at the top or not. You decide. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.